What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So I just wanted to do a little video and talk a little bit about prepping for beginners. This video will be more for those that are thinking about getting into it or have started their journey and just got overwhelmed and don't know where to go. So for me, I kind of started taking prepping seriously when the pandemic, COVID-19, started here at home in the US. And really, for getting things started, you want to start simple. Just start with the basics. Like, start with like a 2-week supply of your food and water and other medical supplies that you may need, and then just gradually work your way up to 1 month's worth of supplies. And then once you get to that point, kind of just sit on that for a couple of months and actually use the supplies, actually practice scenarios where, like a natural disaster, you're completely cut off from everything and just simulate a scenario and stress test your preparedness. And then after that, once you figure out what you really want to do for the end goal, is like, what are you really preparing for? Natural disasters or man-made disasters. Go crazy and get a doomsday bunker. That's a whole nother topic. Along with having a bug out location, going completely off the grid. That's not a bad idea, depending on the situation. Unless you already live out in the country, then pretty much set. But for storing food, you go back and watch a couple of my other videos, you kind of see how I like using my food saver to vacuum seal stuff. But for a situation where you're just gonna stay home and you don't have to bug out, there's a lot of stuff you can do, like the chunky Campbell soups, beans, rice, pasta. That's all pretty good for long-term storage. Like, you build up to whatever amount of time you want to stock up for, and then you buy new stuff, put that in the back, then you pull the oldest stuff out and actually occasionally use it, because a lot of the stuff you already have in your cabinets or pantry, anything laying around your kitchen. The best thing is you just need a place that is dark and relatively cool, or just doesn't have any crazy temperature fluctuations, because that will be the one thing that will make a mess out of your supplies, is sunlight and humidity and extreme temperature changes, depending on where you live. Like, if you have a basement, that's pretty good. You don't get too much temperature changes there. You just need to run a dehumidifier, which can also be used for building up a storage of gray water for flushing toilets and just doing basic cleanings. And then with the water, you can do the rain barrel systems. You can do, if you have a dehumidifier running, you can run that into a septic pump that out into some barrels or some kind of storage. You can even do that with the condensation line from your air conditioning. You'd be surprised on how much water those things produce. So like when I was living at home with my parents, I had like two 55-gallon drums hooked up to a downspout and the air conditioning condensation line, and they had 2 units for a 5-bedroom house, and that filled up pretty quick. And we would just use that for watering the gardens. And then another thing is if you have like a crawl space, you can get those giant water bladders that you put into the back of your pickup trucks. You could actually put those underneath your house and use that for water storage. And the advantage to that is it's out of sight, out of mind. So if you live in a densely populated area, you can utilize that space and not be drawing attention to yourself when things hit the fan. And then the medical supplies. Over time, the Band-Aids, the adhesives start to go bad. They don't stick as good as they used to. So you'd have to use like a duct tape or the waterproof medical tape if you have some of that laying around, or even super glue. That works really good for Band-Aids. And then the medications, your basic aspirin, Tylenol, those are good for a couple years, and then once it hits the expiration date, they start losing their effectiveness. They're not as effective as they would have been brand new. So, and that's something you can go online and Google, Wikipedia. There's a lot of good stuff there, especially for the canning. The FDA's got a whole couple paragraphs of decent information about the canning, and kind of give you an idea of what to get and what not to get. And same thing with the over-the-counter medications. Good information there. You definitely do the research. And then that's really about it for the basic stuff. It's just figuring out what you want to do, and then at least start with 2 weeks, then expand to a month, and then after that, just you don't go out panic shopping and buy everything at once and then be like, where am I going to put all this? You just do it little by little. And then another thing for the food is the MOEs and the freeze-dried camp foods. Those are really good. They can be a little pricey, but those you can kind of just throw anywhere and they'll be good for use. Especially the military or humanitarian aid MOEs. And then if you really want to go crazy and go completely off the grid, that's a whole nother thing, because you got to worry about everything. Food, water, all the supplies, parts for the kitchen sink and toilet, light bulbs, roofing material. Just depends on the situation you have. And then dealing with the livestock, you definitely want to be self-sufficient if you go off grid. So gotta be good with being a green thumb and working with animals. And then that's really it for basic information, and I'll leave a couple of links in the description for my website. I do affiliate marketing, and I do kind of cater towards the off-grid and survivalist community, so please check that out. I'll also have a link to my X page. I post like random stuff there, and that's about it. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. push the notification bell so you get notified when I upload videos with my chaotic uploading schedule. It's kind of hit or miss. I kind of just find things that I think are useful for, maybe useful for somebody, and then I just make a video, upload it to YouTube, and it is what it is. So that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.